Kaylee Jones, Claire Denning, big nights. AHSTW beats Tri-Center. Ladies, you guys able to snap a 2-game skid and get a hard-fought conference win. Just your thoughts?
Yeah, it was just a good win. It was good to see us all playing together again, just kind of getting that with recycling the conference play, how that's going to come back. So we're really excited about that, and we're going to use that to help us this time through.
I think last night's game really helped us play in the second half. Last night we learned to play together and actually want it more, so I think that's what pushed us the late third quarter.
Yeah, talk about your night, Claire, starting off. You looked really good early. What's that feeling like when you can really feel it?
Well, I mean, we all have different nights, and I was just feeling it, so my teammates were getting me open, and my threes were actually going in.
You guys had to deal with some foul trouble early on as a team. How tough was that to work through?
It's always hard to work through foul trouble just because you're intermixing players, but I felt like we had some girls step up really well off the bench tonight, and they fit right into the offense.
Yeah, it's always tough playing without Claire Harrison. She's like a big part of our game, but I think like Riley Knopp and who else came off the bench did well playing in the mix.
Kaylee, you were able to muscle your way to a lot of rebounds. What was the secret to that?
My goal is to always go out and try and get as many rebounds as I can because that's extra possessions for our team, and just finding ways to slip into the lane as much as I can is what I tried to do.
You guys were down 3 going into the fourth. They had put together a monster third. You guys were able to do the same in the fourth, but what was the message going into the fourth that ultimately led to that?
I think that part of us just kind of knew, like, hey, it's time to go, buckle down, we need to get going, and we just kind of came out and did that. So,
our defense always transitions into our offense, and we started actually playing disciplined on defense, so we started to make a run.
Able to grind out the win, get a couple days off, then back at it Tuesday. Where do we go from here?
We go to getting back to work, getting in the gym, and getting ready to play some really good teams.
Yeah, we're going to take it a quarter at a time. We got some big games next week, but if we buckle down, we'll be okay.
All right, Coach. Interesting game to say the least. You went on a run, they went on a run, you went on a run, but you guys got the last one. Just your thoughts?
The first half of the season, I think we played really well the first half, and the second half, we kind of dipped a little bit. And right now, we're kind of playing opposite. So we're really trying to work on getting 4 full quarters together. We're going to get there. The girls are trusting the process. We're trusting the process. We're going to get them to where we need to be at the end of the season. But ultimately, the last 2 nights, we have been able to put the runs together when we needed them.
Yeah, you guys were coming off of tough losses to a really good Lomont team and a really good Underwood team, and then you get a comeback win last night and this one tonight. What does it mean to be able to get those wins?
It means a lot to finally be able to find a way to win. The girls dug down really deep last night, and you could see the effort and the intensity and just the intention of winning last night and not just expecting to win. The Underwood game, we were really close. We played probably one of our best games, took care of the ball really well. We just didn't get the win, and so finally coming away with the win, these last 2 games have meant a lot to the girls.
You guys were kind of behind the 8 ball early when Claire Harris picked up 3 first-quarter fouls. In any way, did that kind of change what you guys wanted to do?
It always does when we have one of those starters out, just because they're such a core, especially from last year. It always adds just a little bit of difference with our system, but lately we've been able to play with a couple of the girls off the bench, and they've been able to play their parts when they're in there. So the system coming in with multiple girls now is working a lot better.
What does it say about Claire Denning and Kaylee to be able to step up when Claire did get in foul trouble?
They've been able to power through a lot. The last 2 games have been very physical for them, so they've been able to be a lot stronger with the ball and be able to take the ball to the hoop. The physicality of those defensive teams, it's been great to see, and we need to match that. So being able to play against that, they are able to start playing like that as well. So that helps both sides of the ball.
They had all the momentum going into the fourth, it seemed like. But what was it that clicked in the fourth for you guys?
Honestly, I told them, and like Claire said in her interview too, our defense, sometimes we lack. We focus too much on offense, as players, and so we have to make sure that our defense is what fuels our offense, and they finally started to click, and especially last night too. That moment was when the change happened, was after that the defensive led into the offensive.
Back-to-back wins against a couple of really good teams as well. How do you try to build off this?
continue to do the little things, make those whole 4 quarters instead of just one half at a time. We got to have all of it in one game, and so Tuesday is going to be a big matchup for us. We get to recycle here for our conference play, so how we play now is going to be a good look into what we can do in postseason.